I'm Saquandra Heath for Inside the NCAA. The summer governance meeting centered around the topics of transfers and football and basketball proposals. Specifically, the Division I Council proposed creating a uniform start date for men's and women's basketball, establishing a Tuesday in early November as the official start to the season. The council also is asking the autonomy conferences to adopt a mandatory 3-day break from athletics activities for basketball players during a school's winter break. Blake James, chair of the Division I Council and athletics director at the University of Miami, provides insight into the topics of the council's discussions.
A number of the topics included early recruiting, transfer issues, playing seasons, and had great dialogue on all fronts, and again, areas that we'll continue to address. We did ask for an extension in terms of being able to submit items for consideration into this year's cycle, and so that's something that we've agreed to do as a council. We're going to extend the period to November 1st. But again, just great conversation overall, great dialogue, and a number of things that I think will continue to enhance the student-athlete experience.
Justin Insell, chair of the Division I Transfer Working Group and athletics director at South Dakota State, details the goals for the group in its first year.
Well, our hopes are that we can identify how to maybe move some things forward into the legislative cycle early to help us start to address the things we can do to help our student athletes on our own campus. At the same time, recognizing we have a lot of big work to do that might take a little bit longer as we try to unwind recruiting and eligibility and financial aid.
And Connor Donnelly, co-chair of the Division I Student Athlete Advisory Committee and golfer at Sacred Heart, explains how the council's actions will impact student athletes.
We're trying to really change the landscape of what's going on with the early recruitment. There's a lot of issues there that we're trying to figure out what to do with. The same goes for transfers, because in today's landscape, in certain sports, there are different things going on with the transfer rates. We want to make sure that we're doing the best as an association to really create opportunity, but also make sure that when you're making a transfer, you're doing it for the right reasons. Moving forward, I think there's going to be a much deeper dive into the whole early recruitment and really trying to figure out where that's going. And for a student athlete, that's going to be huge, just because I think there's a lot of mental health issues that happen when you're talking about early recruitment and having an 8th or 9th grader committing to an institution that they know nothing about.
For more information on these stories and how the NCAA is supporting student-athlete success, visit ncaa.org.